I'm really, really happy and proud to say that our music now is getting the recognition that it deserves.
Right.
And I'm happy to be in Jamaica, talking about my music. And I'm happy to have a record deal with Island Records in the UK. And they're about to release Murder globally.
What's the reggae scene like in Nigeria?
Huge. It's West African sound, and because reggae is a global, universal language, and because Jamaicans, West Indians made it so global and so huge,
yes,
we had to obviously take part of that celebration and make it part of our culture and our music too.
Because it's very natural, isn't it?
It's very natural. I was in the studio with King Jammy 2 days ago. And, you know, he just played a reggae beat, produced by a producer called Danny, and I just wrote on it like it was natural. And we just voiced something, and we came with a song, a big song that we're going to put out very soon.
And you will find that if given a beat, an African beat, from Nigeria, for example.
A lot of African beats sounds like soca.
They get on it.
A lot like,
They just get on it like that. It's like very natural.
Natural, very natural. I mean, Movado has collaborated with a Nigerian artist. Sean Paul has done a collaboration with Timaya, who's like one of the biggest Nigerian acts.
They're actually going there and performing.
Beanie Man, they're coming to visit, they're coming to perform, they're coming to do, we're coming to you guys are coming to us. That gap is being bridged.
Oh, yes.
And everything that was broken is being mended now. And I'm one of the people, one of the artists that is making it a point in my career to be a part of that mend.
I know you're doing well in the West, right? But are you doing as well
in the rest of Africa?
In Africa, yes.
No, actually I'm doing better, obviously, right at the moment in Africa. People will say that, oh, Seyi Shay is one of the top, 3 females in Africa. Okay. And I would say, well, I'm happy about that, obviously. And one of the reasons why I signed my record deal with Island Records in the UK is because I want to be one of the top African females in the world so that I can speak the truth. I do a lot of work for the UN at the moment. I'm speaking at the University of West Indies on Friday.
Great.
I'm giving a lecture about music, its business, and how I got to where I got to as an independent female artist in the music industry. I run my own business, I have my own label. I'm not trying to get the whole world to basically kind of rebel and say, hey, we don't need labels anymore, because we do. I signed a record label deal recently. But what I am trying to say is that being an African woman, the stigma, even just on my color alone, hasn't been an easy one to kind of, get out of. But I feel like not having a mom, not having a dad, not having much to kind of really say, okay, this is who I am, leaves me with nothing more than to say, okay, I am African, and I can do anything I put my mind to, in or out of Africa, and I can be a voice for girls and women that are like me.
Aren't you Pepsi's ambassador?
I am a Pepsi brand ambassador, and I'm very proud of that too. For the entire
continent, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, not for the entire continent, for Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
Pepsi don't have ambassadors in other countries.
Oh, no?
In Africa, no. Only in Nigeria.
Oh.
And then obviously in the Western world, you have Beyonce for that side of the world. But they don't have like ambassadors in different countries of Africa for Pepsi, no. They only have ambassadors in Nigeria. But every time I travel out of Nigeria to any African country, I always go and pay a visit to the Pepsi plants and take pictures and say, hey.
You've been to the one here in Jamaica?
We're planning on that.
Are you planning on that?
We're planning on.
Oh, nice. But what support do they give you, though? Your music, your career?
Pepsi, they give me a very, very great platform. They also, it's very good for my CV, very good for my resume, to be an ambassador of such a powerful brand that is world-renowned. It highly influences people of my age group, and and below and above. And I guess I just fit right in the demographic that they need to basically reach.
Oh yes, they couldn't ask for a better ambassador. So what else can you tell us about your business in Jamaica?
My business in Jamaica. So like I said, I mean, I'm here primarily to really impart my knowledge on the students at the University of the West Indies, about how to build your brand and your business in music, and how to basically just empower yourself and equip yourself with the knowledge that you need to make it.
There's a problem that Jamaican artists are facing at the moment.
What is that?
Dancehall, Jamaican dancehall. You can make a distinction between reggae and dancehall, right?
Of course.
Right, okay. So the dancehall artists in Jamaica, there's big debate, this raging debate going on about Drake's sampling of dancehall. Lots of it in his...
The same debate is going on in Africa right now.
That's what I wanted to ask
That
about.
he sampled the Afrobeat.
It's a big debate in
because
Nigeria?
actually it was actually Wizkid's song.
Yeah.
So it's not Drake's song. I don't know if I can talk about this, but it's actually Wizkid's song. Wizkid wrote it, Legendary Beat, and some other Nigerian producers produced it as an Afrobeat song, and they stripped a lot of the music away and just left the rhythm. And the rhythm is what makes reggae and Afrobeat and ragga and African music sound so similar.
Yes.
The same, in fact.
Wow.
So it actually is African. It actually is West Indian.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So
but there's nothing wrong in that. It just means our music is going all over the world and just, you know,
as
getting
we
in everybody's system.
Africa's children are coming back together.
That's it.
And
So
this is
you're
part of
happy.
the process.
Right.
And so, but it's interesting because there's this debate about rebranding too going on.
Right.
Like Afrobeat, for example, maybe called something else.
Right. They're trying to.
Like tropical house or something like that.
I don't know. I never heard about
Do
that.
you have that? You're not.
I'm not familiar with that. I would hate to find out that that you know, Afrobeat the title has been changed to something else, because that means, you know, people like Fela Kuti, Fela Nicola Kuti, kind of basically just died in vain, and that's not really what it was about. He basically brought Afrobeat to the forefront. And he lived and died for Afrobeat music and the truth and knowledge and rhythm.
Yes.
You understand?
Wow. Well, my dear, all I can say now is walk good. In Jamaica, we say walk good.
Thank
Meaning
you.
that we wish you well,
Thank
and
you
we
so
hope you'll
much.
enjoy Jamaica.
I love Jamaica.
The little piece of Africa in the West.
Yes. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy that you gave me the opportunity to be on your show, you know, to basically speak so that people can hear, you know, what I have to say.
Well, we're more
about
happy
music.
to have you, Seyi Shay,
Thank you.
on our stage. Thank you so much. Walk good
Thank
again.
you, my
And
darling.
take it easy. All right.